点を取るということが必要なゲームになりますが、人の配置含めて第1戦とはまた戦い方違うものになるんでしょうか。
そうですね、大きく戦い方っていうのは変わらないと思います。僕たち得点取らなければならないですけれども、一度ネットを揺らしていきなり2点入るわけじゃないんで、一歩一歩1点1点積み重ねた結果、90分終わった後に、自分たちがどうなっているか、そこを楽しみにして、ひたむきにサポーターとともに戦っていきたいなというふうに思ってます。
第一戦を踏まえて対フロンターレという意味で注意しなければならないこと、上回っていきたいところ、どんなところなんでしょ
う。そうですね、やっぱりクオリティの高さっていうのはやっぱり素晴らしいものありますけれども、そこをリスペクトしすぎるのではなく、自分たちのアグレッシブさっていうものを思う存分発揮して、戦っていきたいというふうに思ってます。
サポーターの言葉がありましたけれども、先ほどタイトルを取るということに大きな期待がかかっていることを感じていらっしゃると思います。どのように捉えていらっしゃいますか。
そうですね、これも一歩一歩になりますけども、今日のゲームを大切にして、終わった結果、サポーターと喜び合いたいですし、そこで喜べるのならまたさらに先に向かってそのタイトルっていうものに向かって、突き進んでいければなっていうふうに思ってます。
この1点のアドバンテージというのはゲームプラン、ゲーム運びに何か影響はあるものなんでしょうか。
いや選手にはね、アドバンテージじゃないという話をしてますので、もうシンプルに今日のゲームにも勝ちに行くと、それが一番ベストかなと思ってます。
第1戦では追加点のところ課題ということを口にされていらっしゃいました。練習の中ではどんなことに取り組んでこられたんでしょう。
短い期間でしたので、そんなに多くは取り組むところもね、あれでしたけども、ただ相手の狙いの部分とか、あと自分たちがもう少し、押し込んだ時に、狙いたい場所のところの共有、そこはしてきました。
甲府という意味では今日勝ち切るために必要なことはどんなところになるでしょうか。
どちらにしてもやっぱりアグレッシブに、アウェーではありますけども、アグレッシブにやっぱり先制点を取りに行くこと、そこは重要かなと思ってます。
タイトルという意味では今日非常に大事な試合になりますが、そのあたりの意気込みを教えてください。
もうやはり選手、スタッフね、全員やっぱりそのタイトルというものをね目指していますので、まずねここでしっかりとアグレッシブに戦いたいなと、そういう思いです。
ありがとうございます。
A very warm welcome to the JIT Recycle Stadium in Kofu for today's J.League YBC Levain Cup quarter-final second leg between Ventforet Kofu and Kawasaki Frontale. It's the last two winners of the Emperor's Cup in Japan competing here for a place in the last four of the Levain Cup this season. Kawasaki Frontale do have a one-goal lead on aggregates from the first leg. There's no away goal drill tonight, so if Ventforet Kofu win this game in 90 minutes by more than one goal, then we will see extra time and, if needed, penalty kicks in order to determine which of these teams will go through to the last four. Ventforet Kofu have made a name for themselves as second-tier cup specialists in recent years. Kawasaki Frontale, despite a disappointing season in the league so far in the J-League, are looking to make sure that they can make an impact in cup competitions once again. Just for the first time, their legendary coach Toru Oniki just been questioned over the team's form and what they've been able to achieve with the resources at his disposal this season. For Ventforet Kofu, pre-match formalities are just getting underway and being gone through. Ventforet Kofu looking to do something fairly spectacular. The interesting thing is both of these teams are entering the competition in the last eight. The three teams involved in the Asian Champions League enter the five teams that fight to get through to this stage. Both of these teams come into that bracket, and if the game at the Todoroki Stadium was anything to go by, then I would imagine that this should be quite a compelling encounter between Ventforet Kofu and Kawasaki Frontale. The fact that a division stands between these teams, Kawasaki Frontale J1 and Ventforet Kofu J2 League, you wouldn't have known it in that first leg. It was very competitive. Both teams had plenty of chances, and it took a vital intervention late on to ensure for Kawasaki that they would carry an advantage into this second leg. They have brought back some of their biggest names for this game today, and that is obviously a move from Toru Oniki to say that we are taking this competition very seriously. The games are mounting up though for Kawasaki Frontale. We do have the Asian Champions League campaign, as well as plenty of league games mounting up. Suto Kizaka and Sho Araki, two captains, shook hands before this one. We will have VAR, of course, as is the way in most modern football now. There was a goal chopped off in the first leg. So on these fine margins that ties can be decided, Eriksson scored. It was a fine finish, but there was a handball in the build-up. That came just before the hour mark in the game. And after that, momentum did seem to swing back to Ventforet Kofu. Certainly asserted themselves in the game. Peter Utaka came on off the bench and made an impact as a really good chance, which was cleared off the line. Kawasaki Frontale know they're going to be in for a battle if they're going to make it through to the last four today. Ventforet Kofu fans in jubilant mood. They believe that they can have success in the cup once again. Certainly a brilliant atmosphere kicking along here. So for tonight's tonight's hosts, Coach Shinji Otsuka, says that team unity will be the key to upsetting the odds and progressing to the last 4 tonight. As we kick off, I'll let you know that he makes fewer changes than Kawasaki for the game, but Renatinho takes the position of club captain Masahiro Sekiguchi at the back. That's why Sho Araki has the captain's armbands. Kazushi Mitsuhira comes in up front. Brazilian Dalton moves to play wide of the striker off the left. The position on the right will be occupied by Yoshiki Torikai. Caused plenty of problems for Toru Uniki's Kawasaki in that first game. Kawasaki Frontale, they do still have problems at the back. Our centre back Kota Takai doesn't feature due to his international involvement, and Jesse L, the Brazilian, also remains injured and has gone back to his native country. There's a changing goal for the visitors. Soon Ryong Yung back in place of Louis Yamaguchi, and it's a first touch for the visiting goalkeeper there. Former Kofu star Suda Miura starts at left back, wearing number 13 on this near side. So Kawahara takes his place in the central midfield after making his first start, as does Cesar Haidad at the back. It was his vital goal line clearance late on which made the difference on his debut in midweek. On the front three sees star striker Shin Yamada return alongside the preferred wide pairing for Oniki of Akihiro Ienaga and the Brazilian Marcinho. His fellow Brazilian, Ericsson, came off due to a concussion substitution in the first game. He's on the bench today. Final little bit of team news is that the goal scorer in the first game, Nayatono, is on the bench. Kawasaki Frontale today. You can see very early on Kawasaki trying to settle into that style of theirs, which sees them pass out from the back. And perhaps a lack of consistency in defence is the reason that they've not really been able to replicate the success of previous years in more recent times. Last pass from Cesar Haidar a moment ago just went a little too long. Rather eccentric keeper Tsubasa Shibuya launches it forward for Ventforet. Dalton. This combination play with Torikai. Good advancing here. Dalton can't quite get turned inside the box, but already Ventforet Kofu getting plenty of bodies forward in the early stages. Clearance from Haidar, read it well. Dalton very much wide target man type. Renatinho lines it up. Two Brazilians involved fairly prominently early on here. Renatinho will certainly have license, despite playing in that back three, to get forward and try and create problems. Good player with the ball at his feet. Here's Takehiro Ida. Notable by his flashy blonde hair. Ball's a good out. On the right, the first leg. Here's Ienaga. Settled starts from Kawasaki Frontale. So players getting little touches of the ball just to get settled, get in rhythm. It's given away by Haidar though. So quite sharp so far, the Brazilian. Down the right, and wanted the return, but instead it's forward and just beyond Shinyama. Maybe having a fairly disappointing season in the second tier. Ventforet Kofu recently changed their manager, and that managed to end a 10-win winless streak, a 10-game winless streak rather. Coaching change to Shinji Otsuka has certainly worked. Here's Torikai, good feet from Torikai, and that's an excellent block to get that one right. He's a menace. Yoshiki Torikai. Coutinho goes back away. Koyama Yashida. He's defensive midfielder by trades. He's been dropping back into the deeper position. Switch has worked well. Otsuka, the Ventforet coach, says it's not about one system or another system. It's about having various ways of hurting teams. Certainly mean a lot to these fans if you deliver more cup success for them. The Emperor's Cup victory in 2022, one of the more intriguing stories in Japanese football in recent years, as is that of Toru Oniki. Very popular coach. They say you're only as good as your most recent results. For Otsuka, he's managed to stabilise things in the second tier for Ventforet Kofu. After such an interesting season for the club. Asian Champions League adventure. As Yamada goes down in the box. Still to get swiftly back to his feet by the official. Asian Champions League adventure for Ventforet Kofu. It's been somewhat influenced by the fact that the team were forced to build a national stadium in Tokyo, which is a long way away from Kofu. It was financially tough for the club, but maybe in a more holistic way. Good in the long run in some ways. Lots of J.League fans from other clubs came to their home matches. That created a good atmosphere and probably showcased the qualities of J.League fans more generally, rather than clubs specifically, to Asia and the world on that stage. Kofu did have success in their group as well. Contains Melbourne City of Australia, Zhejiang Professional FC of China, and Buriram United of Thailand. They scored 11 goals, topped the group, and finished with 11 points. Fantastic achievement. And just showcases how strong Japanese football now is in terms of depth. Did lose a lot of players in February. Transfer window. It was difficult for the team to try and overcome. And on a slightly different level domestically, Kawasaki Frontale have faced many of the same problems. Some of their star names like Hatate of Celtic and Toma of Brighton. Also left. They found them difficult to replace. Trying to engineer the next cycle of success relative to aspirations at current position. The guy takes his time. Ida attempted to get that player, but it can't quite get out here. Pods that towards the on-rushing Marcinho. Good run by the Brazilian, well spotted by Sotanura. No stranger to this stadium. Marcinho acknowledging the run being spotted. And when you do get a slight abatement in the noise here, it is noticeable. His header on. Inaga. Wakizaka. Trying to engineer some problems on that right-hand side. Kawasaki started at left back in the first leg. He's playing in the right centre back slot tonight. Haidar seeing plenty of the ball early. He won't press too high, Ventforet Kofu. They'll prefer to stay in their shape and look to counter-attack during the transition opportunities. Oshima is a good touch on. That's nice defending at the back from Renatinho. Important intervention, timed it well. Adalton. Well, he thought he bought a throw-in for his team, but he hasn't. Kawasaki Frontale continue to have a period of possession. Plenty of that so far. Oshima back in the team this evening, wearing the number 10 shirt. Talented central midfield player. Miura. As for the direct approach, and Marcinho's made another good run. But Renatinho has tracked his Brazilian compatriot perfectly there. The clearance, though, can only find a Kawasaki Frontale jersey. And Tori Kai has managed to steal it off Haidar. Haidar does have the look of someone just settling into a new side. Showcased his defensive instincts with that late clearance, which could prove pivotal when all is said and done here. Hayashida. Son goes back to his goalkeeper, Tsubasa Shibuya. A few Hiram-Skatum moments in the first leg. Also showed positioning and anticipation as well. It's a mixed bag with Shibuya. Nice sweeping move here. Adalton for Ventforet Kofu gets it back, but the touch from Shoanaki's pass just went awry. Definitely no problem with belief in the Ventforet Kofu camp. Experienced striker Kazushi Mitsuhira Be hard to spot for defenders with his notable here. Hasn't been overly prolific this season. For the 5th goal in all competitions, but is an intelligent player up front. Cult hero of Japanese football, Peter Uchaka, is on the bench, and you imagine Kofu in a position where they need a goal to tie alive. We will see him before all is said and done. Dialton. Defenders retreating. Former FC Tokyo man. Saw the opportunity opening up. Have a pop. Good covering across from Yota Oshima. Intercepted. Neither of these teams fully asserting themselves in this game yet. Kawasaki Frontale did manage to move the ball around fairly purposefully early on. Well taken in by Mitsuhira. Then Araki to Adelton. And then maybe this time the Brazilian should have been slightly more selfish. Trying to lay off when there was certainly an angle there to shoot. Kimura caught very late there. Senior just over. Checking. Takuto Kimura is all right. Did anticipate the contact, I think. It's quite savvy play there. And the 24-year-old Kimura. One of the teams already through to the last 4 of this competition. They lose their second leg against Consadole Sapporo. 6-1 win in the first leg was more than enough. Launched into the box. Almost fell for Tori Kai. To Haidar, and then back to Sun Ryong-Yun. too long. The ball wants to get into the middle third of the field. The Kawasaki Frontale players. And then Cesar Haidar just a few times has hit it long and fairly aimlessly. Shibuya. Start forward. This time Haidar just leaves it out to the right hand side. Tachibanada plays it inside. Walking across the back line, Kawasaki Frontale. Suhira is on the chase. Now Sotamura has some space to gallop into. Marcinho. First choice complement on the left for Kawasaki Frontale tonight. Interestingly though, they've started slower than they did in the first leg when they had a few more squad players out there. Despite the injury problems, perhaps somewhat to do with that due to the strength and depth needed. Toru Oniki is able to switch it up and still put a good team out there. A very good team in fact. Touch inside to Yamada. He's not going to take long. Comes to pulling the trigger. Intelligent playing. So Kawahara. During the build-up, and it's led to a Kawasaki Frontale corner kick. Midway through the first half here in Kofu at the JIT Recycling Stadium. As of yet, neither team has created any real opportunities of note. Kawasaki Frontale 1-0 ahead on aggregate after the first leg. Dayatono scored 27 minutes into that game. And that is the difference so far. This game here, just looking for a little bit of a spark. Crowd certainly doing their bit. Anytime the ball gets into the opposing third, a roar goes up among the Kofu hordes. Lovely skill from Ryota Oshima. Keep possession under pressure from Mitsuhira. Now Araki drops that off. Chance to pull the trigger. That's well over from Kimura. This wouldn't quite open up the way that Takuto Kimura wanted. Would deflect up, so it was a decent effort. Cesar Haidar. Making sure to keep his arms down. VAR watching, you never want to give the opportunity of a potential penalty review. Nakayama. Striking the set piece. Brings it in. Well dealt with. Marcinho is felled. No foul, says the referee, and now Takehiro Ida switches across the back line, and Ventforet Kofu will probably be well advised to just try and keep some tempo going here. Keep the ball moving quickly. Kimura. Nagason. Back to Koya Hayashida. And Renatinho. Was poised. Should have managed to bounce towards him. He's left a little bit of space for Marcinho to go into, and Miura is up there with the Brazilian. Puts the Kofu defenders under pressure, and then Shibuya takes no chances. Lovely touch to bring that one down from Nakayama. You're a newcomer to Japanese football, then certainly is a league and a country where football is played in a good, fast, technical manner. The gospel of Japanese football has been somewhat spread by the subsequent successes of the likes of Ange Postecoglou and players like Mitoma at Brighton. Respect for how the game is played in this country only serves to increase as the years go by. So many stories and narratives as well. Ventforet Kofu's as second-tier cup specialists is one that they would like to add to. Fairy tale success in the Emperor's Cup in 2022 and a foray into the Asian Champions League. Their striker Peter Utaka, who's on the bench tonight, became the oldest goal scorer in the competition's history. Tidy there. Son gets that forward to Adalton. Adalton's cross. Always looked to turn into his preferred right foot from that left-hand side, but hasn't quite been able to link up with his front men so far. That's given away though. Kimura tried to turn. It was a great defensive intervention by Oshima. And then he carried the ball some distance forward before being penalised for the foul, maybe harshly. Your body in front of the ball and then take contact though. In modern football, more often than not, that will lead to a free kick. Miura just making life difficult for Takahiro Ida. That should probably have been a Kawasaki Frontale. Niki on the bench, just slightly frustrated by the lack of a rub of the green that his team is getting from the officials right now. Ida back to Adalton. The options for Adalton, stands it up to the far side. Ida heads it back across, and then it came off the rear of Sotamura. That would have been quite the own goal off your backside against the club you signed from. And that one gone in. John had it covered well. In by Araki, that will go behind. of yet, despite 20 of shots now. 5 in total from Ventforet Kofu. Yet to get one on target to trouble soon. Well, take. Outswinger, and Son gets there and heads it in, and we're level in the tie. Taiga Son with the goal for Ventforet Kofu, and the crowds are in raptures at the JIT Recycling Stadium. Taiga Son got free of his marker. And it's now 1-0 on the night to Kofu. And 1-1 in the tie overall. Poor defending at the corner from a Kawasaki Frontale perspective. Sotamura, who just lost track of the man coming in behind him. And Taiga Son's header was a bullet, no chance. Soon Young-Chung and Shinji Otsuka. Look at the smile on his face. And now the home side really are right in this time. We're all square. 1-1 on aggregate, and given the number of shots and the positivity in the build-up from Ventforet Kofu, I'd say they're probably good value for that. Kawasaki Frontale just haven't really got going here. Too many false starts for Toru Oniki's team in recent times. They're struggling, hovering not too far away from the relegation zone in the J1 League. That goal will only serve to increase the confidence of an already plucky Kofu team. Kawasaki Frontale have the weapons at their disposal to hit back here. But they just haven't got the service in to Shinyamada. Ball in. It's good covering across from the goal scorer, Taiga Son. And then Kimura got a key touch. Adalton now driving forwards. Chase that loose ball down. Jung manages to get it away. Miura back to Haidar. And now they're pressing a bit higher, Ventforet Kofu. Goes back to Hayashida. And there's no doubt it's the team from the second tier who are playing in the ascendancy right now. Miura is forced back here, and Haidar is going to have to go long, but he can't find a Kawasaki Frontale shirt. We've seen that pattern a few times in this first half. Araki back to Son. Pair who combined for the equaliser. Kai's touch. Might be taken in neatly enough by Ida, but Ventforet Kofu. Just looking more purposeful in possession when they have it. Confidence coursing through the veins of the second-tier team's players right now. If they can get to half-time with the lead in the night intact, then we could be in for an exciting second half. That one just had too much zip on it for the on-rushing Yoshiki Torikai. Miura. Bowling from Marcinho. Yamada gets it back to Marcinho. It's back towards the far post. Good opportunity, that one, for Kawasaki Frontale. They managed to get a good number of bodies forward, but unable to get a shot at. That's been the key so far for them. They haven't troubled Tsubasa Shibuya as of yet. Oshima. Point from Wakizaka. Joining in is Ienaga. Kazushi Mitsuhira. He's penalized, so Hirota Oshima. Managed to win a free kick for his team in a good area. Shinji Otsuka will be determined for his team to get through this first half with the lead that they very much deserve, you would say, on the balance of play. Two options for the free kick for Kawasaki Frontale. It's either going to be Miura, the captain, Yasuto Wakizaka. Wakizaka. Good bend and dip on it. It's not maybe the angle to trouble Shibuya. Without them hovering across his goal. So 6.5 minutes left, plus stoppage time in the J.League YBC Levain Cup quarter-final second leg. Is Ventforet Kofu, who leads by 1-0 on the night. Making it 1-1 on aggregate after Kawasaki Frontale's victory in midweek. Home fans here very much enjoying this. That man there, not so much. Toru Oniki with lots to mull over. Renatinho is there, but Ienaga wins it back for Kawasaki Frontale. Now a chance for the visitors to build something. Yamada, it's turned away. Brilliant save by Shibuya. Tsubasa Shibuya excelling himself there. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. was Marcinho, in fact, who was coming in, and then on the rebound, Wakizaka. Just instinctive and instinctual from Tsubasa Shibuya. He'll have a few moments where he's more eccentric than he maybe needs to be. But he's a very talented goalkeeper, and he showed that there. Best chance of the game for Kawasaki Frontale. Wakizaka. Across to the far side, and just a chance to maybe relieve the pressure here for Ventforet Kofu. Nakayama did well under pressure. Four minutes to go, plus stoppage time, and it's perfectly poised. Some of the ties in the Levain Cup quarterfinals have been one-sided. Not this one. Sotamura. Back to Cesar Haida. The Brazilian zips it across to Sasaki. It's nice play in the midfield. So Kawahara was anchoring it, and it now ends up with Miura in a good position. Renatinho gets a leg on it, and Ida will complete the clearance for now. Kofu have retreated back into their defensive shell, just wanting to make sure they get through to half-time with the advantage intact. Crowd of bodies and a low block makes it harder for Kawasaki Frontale to find a way through. Yamada always lurking with intent. To Tachibanada, capable of delivering with both feet from that right-hand side, as he showed. It's Yasuko Wakizaka. Corner. Outswinger. Dalton was climbing, and he's now chasing after it. Forceful play from the Brazilian. Magnificent defensively. Not scared to do the less glamorous stuff as a Dalton, and then show Araki. There's one a throw in for his team. Sotamura, the former Kofu player, a little frustrated with the decision by the officials. And it looks like Toru Oniki's team are going to head into the break behind, barring a change in fortune at the end of this first half. Shibuya. This goes long towards Dalton. He's always an out ball, a wide target man. Haida has probably seen as much of the ball as anyone. Sasaki. Moved on by Wakizaka. Now Ienaga. Wakizaka. Ienaga. Speedy swinger finds Tachibanada, who had turned Araki initially, but then it was a good recovery by the man on the left side. far side. Ida gets his head on it. Marcinho's after it. But the best chance of the first half for Kawasaki Frontale, and their only shot on target so far. Haidar. Direct Marcinho with the touch. It's neat. Marcinho tries to turn again. But good defending by Takuto Kimura. Midfielder completes the clearance. About 25 seconds for Kawasaki Frontale to find something. Miura. Ball. Arms are all over Yamada. Finish whistle doesn't go. Imagine it will very soon for half time. Marcinho moves that on. Good switch of play from Moshima. And that's the end of the first half. And we are all square in the tie. Taigason with a bullet header from a corner kick delivered by Sho Araki on the half-hour mark. That is the difference in the game tonight. It's 1-0 to Ventforet Kofu against Kawasaki Frontale and 1-1 on aggregate. Make sure and stay tuned for the second half.
知らせがありますをタップしていただき、J リーグアプリからのお知らせを確認してみてください。当選商品の引き換えは試合終了後、メインスタンド入場口横の総合案内所で行いますので、当選画面と本日のチケット、もしくはシーズンシートをご提示の上、商品をお受け取りください。J リーグ公式アプリクラブ J リーグは試合結果、順位、ハイライト映像などの確認はもちろん、プレゼント企画なども定期的に開催をしています。ぜひクラブ J リーグをダウンロードしてお楽しみください。
very warm welcome back to Kofu and the GIT Recycle Inc. Stadium for the second half of this J.League YBC Levain Cup quarter-final second leg between Ventforet Kofu and Kawasaki Frontale. Ventforet Kofu lead by 1-0 on the night. Taiga Son's header from a corner kick after half an hour, and that has levelled things in the tie after Dayatono's goal in the first leg for Kawasaki Frontale. So 1-1 in the tie, 1-0 on the evening. If the game finishes this way, or if Ventforet Kofu finish the 90 minutes with any form of a one-goal advantage, then we will head for extra time and then potentially penalty kicks. Kawasaki Frontale making their first change of the game. Sota Miura, the former Ventforet Kofu player, is off. Sai van Vermeskerken is on for them. Ventforet Kofu, very much good value for that lead that they hold in this game. Kawasaki Frontale will have to try create more opportunities, really, if they are going to turn this around, make sure that they make it through to the last four. Due to involvement in the Asian Champions League, it is the first round that either of these teams have competed at this season in the Levain Cup, and as it stands, there is nothing to separate them from the tie so far. Across the 135 minutes that we've already played anyway. Let's see how it sits after 180. If you're just joining us, the hosts this evening, Ventforet Kofu, are in the blue shirts, going from right to left. And with possession right now, Kawasaki Frontale. And in their changed kits, and going from left to right. Quite have a colour chart in front of me to describe that colour. Closest approximation is a form of cream. Gold, perhaps? Might be one for the discussion boards after the game. Sho Araki, whose corner kick delivery was responsible for Ventforet Kofu's goal in this tie. Moving the ball quickly. Takehiro Ida looks to get forward on that right-hand side, obviously having three players playing as centre backs. Maybe sometimes do go forward, does mean Ida on the right-hand side and Araki on the left have a little more freedom to do exactly that, get forward. Here's Adilton. The Brazilian gets free of his marker, chance to deliver, stands it up, and it's just beyond the advancing Takehiro Ida. Mura wins the throw. Good start to the second period from Ventforet Kofu. Chance for Ida to showcase his long throw. Inside the stadium tonight. on by Renatinho, but he just jumped below the ball, unfortunately for him. There's Marcinho, good run from the Brazilian. He has support coming now. Oshima. Kawahara. Forward is controlled by Ienaga. Then bent in by Ienaga, and that was a good delivery. Yamada. On the wavelength too. Experienced wide playmaker, putting that right on the head of the team's star striker. Difficult period of Toru Oniki's time in charge of Kawasaki Frontale. This extremely disappointing loss against the bottom side, Consadole Sapporo, last weekend. Little derby loss recently as well against Yokohama F. Marinos. To try and find some sort of a turnaround. The Levain Cup provides some respite from the rigours of league action and an opportunity to springboard to success in a cup competition, which would be useful. 6 Asian Champions League games and plenty of league matches, so the fixture list is busy. Benson, Yamada is over the top, unable to get it on target, but already the service from the wide areas to Yamada has been better at the start of this second half. Clearly a directive at half-time. Hit the ball to Ienaga and Marcinho. And the wingers getting the ball delivered in quickly. Marcinho did have the best opportunity of the first half. Kawasaki Frontale. Saved by Tsubasa Shibuya. Could be a fairly long evening though in Kofu. Of his play. Dalton. Good ball. That was well anticipated defensively. Kirkin. That one back. He's deployed in the right back slot. Not happy with what he saw defensively in the first half. Dalton. Mitsuhira. Brings that back away. Torikai trying to make something of it. Fans wanted a free kick, nothing doing. Renatinho now. Next goal in this time going to be pivotal. Seems like So one of the reasons that the away goals rule was dispensed with in so many competitions. 1-0, sitting the way it is. Maybe somewhat of an incentive for Kofu to sit in. Avoid conceding. Yenaga trying to navigate a way through, can't do so. Cesar Haidar picks up. Substitute. See how these two teams managed to shoot things out in this second period. Orioniki knows. Can't trade on past glories forever. Ventforet Kofu going to turn to their bench for the first time here. They have a number of players who could influence the game in an attacking sense. Juma Miyazaki, Naoto Misawa, and Peter Utaka. Springing to mind in that regard. Shima has been one of the more impressive performers since being restored to the starting 11 for tonight's game. There's Asahi Sasaki. Cesar Haidar. Wide. Yenaga has gone wandering as he has a tendency to do, and he's trying to carve out opportunities. Gives it back to Haidar. Trying to slip it into the front line, but now a chance in the counter-attack for Ventforet Kofu. Dialton's moving at real speed. Still has pace, does the Brazilian. Sasaki is forced to put the ball behind. Face. Still shift. 33 years old. Almost went for Ida. Good block. Torikai. Nakayama. He's that one. Shoaraki. That. It's got the cross from the deep position. It's only half-headed away. And then Kimura it over. Ventforet Kofu not wanting for confidence right now. Forward from Haidar. Breaks on those steps out with good anticipation. The scorer gone about his defensive work well. Araki. Forward for Adalton to chase, which he will do gainfully. Haidar, his fellow Brazilian, is across to help deal with it. To clear with the right foot. He is a more left-sided defensive player. Did well to block the gap. Left by defensive colleague Asahi Sasaki. Good athlete, Cesar Haidar. Outside him, but comes infield instead. Oshima. Kawahara. Sai lays that wide to Ienaga. It's good defensive work there. Well stationed was Koya Hayashida, but he can't quite get it clear, Ventforet Kofu. Dalton under pressure. Ball just sticks on the surface there. Now it's back to Tsubasa Shibuya. Ball goes long from him. Big guy is over chasing. An hour gone in this second leg of the J.League YBC Levain Cup quarter-final. Kawasaki Frontale just slips a little there. Kawasaki Frontale trying to hit back in this second leg clash. At the moment the teams separated on the night by Tiger Son's goal. Which means Ventforet Kofu from the second tier of Japanese football are leading in this second leg, and we are all square in the tie after Kawasaki Frontale's 1-0 win at their home grounds Wednesday evening. Referee just having a word. Cluster inside the penalty area. Doesn't want to see anything untoward. Delivery. Mura just about enough to get it back outside the box, and then that's given away by Ienaga. Araki did well initially, but then gifted possession back to the opposition. Sai van Vermeskerken, the half-time substitute. Bends one into the box, and Renatinho flipped that one away. Kawasaki Frontale still in a good position to attack. The deep one, Shibuya with the punch this time. And now Sai van Vermeskerken has a good angle to cross from, keeps his feet well. And then just delivered it low. Maybe have gone with more height and pace, instead trying to be a bit more precise, but didn't quite manage to be. Ienaga has turned to bend one in. Just need to become careful here, Ventforet Kofu, that they don't become penned into their own area. But that's a good spell for Kawasaki Frontale. Dangerous cross from Sai van Vermeskerken. Another one was in after that one. Juma Miyazaki. He's about to enter the fray. Dialton, after an excellent shift, it has to be said. Plenty of tireless running from him. And always an outlet out wide. The Brazilian gives way for slightly more sprightly and younger Yuma Miyazaki. Makes the play off the front, 24 years old. Second player that Ryosuke very much likes. Takehiro Ida. Couldn't connect with Kimura there. Ienaga. A good pass. Now Kawasaki Frontale just managed to get Ventforet Kofu turned. Marcinho quite sort his feet out. Saivan Vermaskerken, good pass. So Kawahara just lost his footing and his balance, or just a general awareness of where he was at the vital time. Frustration building, I'm sure, for those fans and Toru Oniki. Substitutes at his disposal. Ball wide, Araki. Torikai. Nakayama to Araki. Ball is headed away. Substitutes Miyazaki. Tries to get involved. Long ball for Yamada to chase. Striker just tugs at the defender. Frustration building. Shin Yamada. Definitely impeded Koya Hayashida there. Ida. Kimura. Moving around nicely for Ventforet Kofu right now. Back to that moment in the first leg where Eriksson had the goal chunked off that would have put Kawasaki Frontale 2-0 ahead in the tie. Didn't see at the time. Could have a key influence, and here's a chance on the break. Down in the box goes Mitsuhira. And that was almost a Cardinals error. Kawasaki Frontale cannot give the ball away like that on the edge of your own box. Mitsuhira. Almost presented with a golden opportunity, but I have to say the recovery tackle was excellent. Is Toru Oniki to engineer a change in momentum here. We have changed system this season from 4-3-3 to more of a 4-2-3-1 for the most part. Van Vermaskerken's been influential since coming on in the right back slot. Defensive interception there. Marcinho. Turn, but he feels he was impeded. After play through the whistle. Miyazaki, substitute, is dealt with there. Just over 21 and a half minutes. Regulation time left. Just past the midway stage in this second half of the second leg. Remember, Ventforet Kofu are winning by a single goal at the end of 90 minutes. And we will play extra time. And then if needed, we will have penalty kicks at the end of that. Sasaki. Been a change to the Levain Cup format this season. Teams from the lower leagues in Japanese football being included for the first time, and certainly led to a bit more excitement in the earlier rounds. Financially for the smaller clubs as well, given their Asian Champions League involvement. Ventforet Kofu would have been involved anyway, but their success in the Emperor's Cup in 2022 and just how well they're performing tonight and across this tie is evidence of why it will be beneficial for Japanese football to have more of that going on, more chance for cup upsets. Yamada won't get to a tally of a dozen goals this season and during this game. Came into the match with 11. Instead, he's replaced for the last 20 minutes and more if need be by Erison. He had an excellent start to his career with Kawasaki Frontale after arriving from Brazilian football. But injury put paid to his early momentum. Suffered head knock in the game the other night. Disallowed goal. You can see there, mark on the face as well. Contact where the ball struck him fiercely. Frustrated when he went off the other night. He'll be hoping a point to prove here. It's that one back to Ienaga. Supports, uses it. Find Ienaga. Anytime Ventforet Kofu win the ball, they're looking to counter-attack quickly. Mitsuhira plays that forward to Miyazaki. Torikai. Snorts, managing to connect with his colleagues there. Disappointing for Yoshiki Torikai, who's performed quite as much influence tonight as he did in the first leg, but still plenty of chance for him to have a tailing save. Information there of a yellow card for Takuto Kimura. Back to his goalkeeper Shibuya. Long from Shibuya. Imagine the offside flag might have gone up with that one. Ran straight through to Jung. Edison cuts that back. On the turn, Wakizaka just blocked as he thought the opportunity was opening up. Perhaps not playing the roles required there. It was Edison the creator, Wakizaka the attempt to finish. That being the other way around. Perhaps that could have yielded success for Kawasaki Frontale. It's been a quieter performance as well. I was mentioning Yoshiki Torikai, Yasuto Wakizaka, captain of Kawasaki Frontale, hasn't been as involved tonight as he was in the first leg. Slightly deeper. Here's Sai van Vermeskerken. Sasaki. Kawasaki Frontale playing so many passes down the middle that just into a cluster of bodies really. That's making it difficult for them to create opportunities. Yutaka just limbering up. Important to get the stretches right at 14 years old. Such an influential player for this team. His second spell in Ventforet Kofu. A fan favourite, and so chips in with plenty of goals and assists. Connecting well, Yanaga, cross goal, and that's over the top. Edison, the man you wanted on the end of the chance, couldn't find the telling finish. There's a wry smile upon his face. Here, Yanaga, such an intelligent ball from Akihiro Yanaga. And Edison, maybe it just took a slight bounce as he was sliding in, but hardly have asked for a better chance than that one. They're resilient after coming off the bench. Ventforet Kofu, though, just beginning to hold on a little here. And that's maybe why has decided Yutaka is ready to be called for. Torikai trying to get through. Can't quite manage to. Vermeskerken. So influential since coming on at right back. Edison now putting pressure on the goalkeeper Shibuya. Kawasaki Frontale on the front foot. Tigerson's goal. 31st minute, which is the difference between the two teams on the night. Ayatono, who scored for Kawasaki Frontale in the first leg, still on the substitutes bench if need be for Toru Oniki. Good work from Mitsuhira. Now Ida carrying the ball forwards. Takehiro Ida wins a throw-in for his team. Good tracking by Kinko Tachibanada. Double change for the hosts. Kazushi Mitsuhira. Getting a good shift up front. Taka is coming on. Side, you can see by the change of armband, the club captain, Masahiro Sekiguchi, who replaces Renatinho at the back. So Taka is on. Sekiguchi will just occupy the right centre back slot, you would imagine. Right of the three. Now both teams have sent on their main man from the bench for a goal. Edison for Kawasaki Frontale, and now Peter Utaka for Ventforet Kofu. Yasuto Wakizaka hands over his armband, so captaincy change. Kento Tachibanada picks up the captain's armbands. Suki Segawa will be on as the replacement for Wakizaka. Who started the first leg to try and put an end to the second. Both managers shuffling their pack in the hope delivering what could be a winning goal in the tie. If either of these teams are to score in the remaining 10 minutes plus stoppage time, if it stays as it is, we will be heading for extra time. Kawasaki Frontale will be looking to make their undoubted extra quality tell here. Now the team from the J1 League. It's the team from the J2, which is ahead on the night. Segawa. Good ball. Now Ienaga. Time pulls up play. Kawahara's cross. Great work by Tachibanada to keep the ball alive, and then Eriksson hits it wide. Another opportunity spurned by the Brazilian. Incredible balance there. And what's a slippery surface from Kento Tachibanada. That's two decent opportunities, not brilliant chances, but decent opportunities spurned by Eriksson. Time for Ventforet Kofu. Just trying to get the team playing passes in the opposition half. There's not been enough of that in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Home fans still doing their bit for Ventforet Kofu. Kimura now, after a smart touch, has a chance to deliver a cross. There's a good touch there by Jung. Miyazaki was after it. Ventforet Kofu. Well, they were going to attempt to come again, but now Ienaga has a chance to look for Eriksson on the break. There's a late and heavy challenge by Eriksson. He says he got the ball. They'll show Araki. Could get to the ball first, I think. Eriksson was clumsy, to say the least. Very much a striker's challenge. Both of these coaches at different parts of their trajectory with the respective clubs that they manage. Shinji Otsuka has come in, he's stabilised things during what was a poor league campaign for Ventforet Kofu. Now he's trying to create another miracle in the cup for this team which won the 2022 Emperor's Cup. Yenaga forces that one wide. It's Dayatono, goal scorer from the first leg now on. Eriksson can't quite make anything of that. Van Vermiskerke. Oshima. Cross again to Kawahara. Headed away by Sekiguchi. Then Haidar gets it forward to Segawa. Eriksson. He's causing problems. Revises his initial decision and awarded a goal kick. Now it's a corner kick to Kawasaki Frontale. Home fans didn't like the fact he reversed his initial decision, but I think it was the right one. See the last touch there. Last kick anyway, came off Sho Araki. Kawasaki Frontale looking to deliver a heartbreaker here at the end. Well headed away by Taiga Son. That important header in the 18-yard box in the first half. It's the goal that separates us, and that was an important header defensively. At this point, Ventforet Kofu looking to make it through to the extra time period. You feel Kawasaki Frontale with fixtures on so many fronts, trying to finish this in 90 minutes. Yenaga goes behind. Wasn't the most convincing of clearances from Takahiro Ida, but it did the job for now. Going to be a target, as will compatriots Cesar Haidar. It's flicked on and almost in, it bounces off the post. My goodness. This game is not wanting for thrills and spills, is it? Sekiguchi. Flipped that one almost in for a winner for the opposition. Nervy moments for the captain. Meanwhile, been another change. Takuto Kimura, who was on a yellow card, has gone off. Naoto Misawa is on. Trying to get things moving in the right direction. As far as Ventforet Kofu are concerned. Dayatono. Left side now with Kento Tachibanada. Very different look to the one which started the game. Ball goes into Eriksson. Control from the Brazilian is good. Saivan Vermaskirchen now finds Segawa. Good cross headed away. Kawahara sliding in at the edge of the box for Kawasaki Frontale, and then Sahi Sasaki wasn't sure what was around him, so took no risks. Gives Ventforet Kofu a chance to perhaps attack here in the final minutes of the 90. Intriguing game of football. It's Naoto Misawa back to Taiga Son and then across. Koya Hayashida exchanges passes with Sekiguchi, the captain. And forward from Misawa, Utaka then gets it out wide. Sho Araki, cross towards Utaka. Haidar does just enough. Kofu pushing for a winner in the tie. Misawa couldn't quite get the crosshairs on target that time. Not troubling the goalkeeper, not by a long way. A boost for Shinji Otsuka's team, who have been under a lot of pressure in the latter stages of this second half. Fantastic game of football at the GIT Recycling Stadium. In a fantastic time, to be fair. Both games compelling, full of action and intrigue. Ventforet Kofu try to produce something special at the end here. It's Ida driving for the byline, stands it up. It's just beyond Araki. Araki gets it back. Tries to get into the box. Juma Miyazaki stayed behind him out wide. Swings of momentum throughout this tie. At the moment, pendulum swinging in favour of Ventforet Kofu. Just at the end of regulation time here. Taka's robbed though. Kawahara gets that to Ienaga. Akihiro Ienaga. Moved around depending on requirement throughout the game. So Kawahara. Saivan Vermaskirchen gets that one out wide. Segawa, good touch. Cross too deep. That gets it away. It's picked up by Oshima though. Back with Saivan Vermaskirchen. Good cross, and there is the winning goal. Dayatono had the first say in the tie, and he will have the last say in the tie. heartbreak for Ventforet Kofu. And what a moment for Kawasaki Frontale. Could it be a springboard for them for the rest of this season, you wonder? But Dayatono didn't start the game today, but he's emerged from the bench and got what should be the winning goal in the tie. It's the equaliser on the night. Have to feel for Ventforet Kofu. They've put so much into this. But you can see perfectly onside. Cy van Vermeskirchen has been excellent throughout the second half. Finds Dayatono, who had made the perfect run. And his header gave Shibuya no chance. Brilliant moment for Kawasaki Frontale. And the 2023 Emperor's Cup winners fancy themselves the 2024 Levain Cup winners, you would imagine. They are headed into the last four. But my goodness, they've been made to sweat by the team from the second tier. Ventforet Kofu and their supporters can certainly take a lot from this. They'll be disappointed unless they can produce something absolutely miraculous here to carry on the game. Yamamoto is on for the final stages here. Shinji Otsuka. Must be feeling fairly gutted. Two Brazilians on the Ventforet Kofu bench, Renatinho and Adilton. Both made excellent contributions today. Rue, their misfortune. Watching their team concede that equaliser on the night. But this has been compelling. 180 minutes plus whatever's been added in the stoppage time periods. It looks like Kawasaki Frontale, though, are heading for the last four of the J.League YBC Levain Cup. Ventforet Kofu are going to change that, send us to extra time, and they have to get something, and they have to get it now. Not sure why they played the throw short. Ida's cross isn't the best, and they miss out on one final attacking opportunity. Dayatono scored both goals in the tie for Kawasaki Frontale as they march on. Toru Oniki's side have a chance at Levain Cup glory staring them in the face. They're through to the last four. It's heartbreak, though. Genuine heartbreak for the fans of Ventforet Kofu at the JIT Recycle Inc. Stadium. They took the lead in the first half. Taiga Son with a brilliant header from Sho Araki's corner, and they had their moments. You can see fans so drawn into the emotion of the game. That's how much it means for Peter Utaka. You wonder how many more chances at glory is he going to have. But Sekiguchi and his team take a bow to the crowd alongside the Kawasaki Frontale players. It's Dayatono, though, who scored 27 minutes into the first leg and who scored in stoppage time of the second half of the second. And that is why it's Kawasaki Frontale who are through to the semi-finals of the J.League YBC Levain Cup. The full-time score here at the JIT Recycle Inc. Stadium in Kofu is Ventforet Kofu 1, Kawasaki Frontale 1 on the night. And on aggregates, Ventforet Kofu 1, Kawasaki Frontale 2.
本当に素晴らしい決勝ゴールでした。サイ選手からのクロスボール、非常にいい動き出しで首を振って決めていきました。振り返ってもらえますか？
いやー本当にいい準備とサイ君のいいボールで点が決まりました。
簡単ではなかったと思いますが、どんな駆け引きあったんでしょうか？
そうですね、本当に、魂といいますか気持ちのこもったゴールだと思います。はい、
そのままサポーターのところに行きましたね。どんなメッセージを込めましたか？
いやもうここから本当に勝ち続けるという意味で大会は違いますけど本当にタイトル取るんだぞって強い気持ちで向こうに行きました。
2戦連発ということになりました。まさにルヴァンカップ準々決勝を勝たせた選手ということになります。ご自身どう振り返られますか？
そうですね、今日は本当に難しい試合で自分も入りもあんまり良くなかったのでこうやって点を決めれたことは良かったですけど、また次に向けていい準備していきたいです。はい、
ルヴァンカップとしては次準決勝ということになります。タイトルに近づきました。これについてはいかがでしょうか？
そうですね、本当に一戦一戦死ぬ気で戦い抜くことだけなのでそうですね、また気持ちのこもったゲームしたいです。はい、
楽しみにしています。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
最後の最後勝利をもぎ取りました。どう振り返られますか？
いやもうやっぱり1戦目、2戦目通してね苦しい戦いでしたけども、ただ、今日先行された中でね、変わらずっていうんですかね我慢強くも自分たちらしくしっかりとボールを動かして最後の最後までねやってくれたことがね非常に良かったと思いますし、本当延長以降がなんだろうがねどんな形でも勝とうっていう話をしてたので、そういった中で最後決めきれたところはね本当にみんなの努力かなと思います。
後半攻め続けましたけれども、ハーフタイムに選手交代、三浦選手、蔡選手変えることも含めまして、どんなことを指示して送り出したんでしょうか？
そうです、ちょっと守備のね緩さとか、あと少し全体的に重さもあったのと、あとはボールを動かせる場所がねもう少し後ろでもあるかなっていうところが思っていたので、より突破っていう意味ではね減りますけれども、ただより相手陣でね押し込むっていう意味ではね彼らのなんていうんですかねサイドバックもね非常に良かったと思いますね。
次は準決勝、新潟との対戦ということが決定しました。その準決勝に向けて一言いただけますか？
そうです、とにかくねタイトルを目指してますし取りたいので、もうねそこに向けて全員でねまた、やっていきたいですし、まずはね1回 J リーグに切り替えたいと思います。
おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございました。